Oh my goodness. Do me and Roger have some tea to sip today, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Let's talk about this disaster, okay? Y'all already knew I was going to talk about this. Let's talk about all the famous deaths we've had in 2016 because that needs to be discussed. Let's talk about how Michael is apparently getting a Lifetime biopic and an impersonator is playing Michael. And lastly, let's talk about something that I have been meaning to talk about for a while. So first, let's talk about something that I have been wanting to talk about for freaking ever. I posted a rant about this on my Snapchat a couple days ago, and I just was freaking livid when I found out, terribly upset when I found out that a white man was playing Michael Jackson. So this white guy is obviously an actor, and his name is Joseph Fiennes. I had no idea who this guy was. I mean, obviously everyone, even if you're not a huge fan of Michael, that can be very shocking because we all know that Michael was and will always be black, and that Michael was proud of his race, and that even in an interview itself Michael said that he would never want a white person to play him.
There was a story about you wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial. That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity.
People should do some research into Michael and realize that that's not okay, but even so, you really shouldn't have to research that. Just listening to Michael's music alone, you should know that Michael was very proud of his race. It's apparently like a TV series, and it's called Urban Myths, and I think it's about like things that celebrities did, and it's like, did they really do it or did they not? Like reenacting certain things. I didn't really look into it because I was just pissed off, but I mean, it's just, I just can't believe the director thought that was okay. Michael's daughter Paris tweeted about it. I'll put the tweet somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it'll be somewhere around me. She was basically just talking about how, you know, obviously her family didn't appreciate it. She didn't appreciate it. No one appreciated it. I mean, you don't have to be a fan of Michael to realize that things like this are silly and are not nice and are just disrespectful, and not in the way I use the word disrespectful. I mean, it was genuinely disrespectful. It wasn't, Michael, that is so disrespectful. It was like, that's disrespectful and you need to get your life together. Kind of disrespectful. The reason they did this was because they were ignorant enough to think that just because you get a guy that has a skin color that was similar to Michael's in his later years, that he can look like Michael, and that's just not true. So the next thing I want to talk about is a little more serious, but I never really talked about the deaths that we've had in 2016. Last year was just a lot of tragedy. Just within the first month of the new year, we had lost David Bowie. Obviously, I talk a lot about Michael and Queen. Those are the two things I talk about the most on this channel. But everyone on this wall means something to me. And even though I talk mostly about Michael and Queen because that's what I know the most about, I listen to all these people on my wall very often. And to lose any of these people on my wall is a huge deal. Just remembering off the top of my head, David Bowie was a huge loss. Of course, I want to talk about George Michael because I never addressed that, and I am in so much shock still from the loss of George Michael. I really just can't believe it. One of my favorite male vocalists. Like, I really didn't realize how great his voice was. This is really sad. I mean, I always loved his song Faith. I listened to that a lot growing up. That was like my favorite song he'd ever done. I know it's like a song everyone knows, but that was a song I really like. We've lost Carrie Fisher and her mom, Debbie Reynolds. I don't watch a lot of Star Wars. I know that's where a lot of people know Carrie Fisher, but I personally don't know anything about it. Star Wars, that is, and so. But she seemed like a really wonderful person. Same with her mom. Gene Wilder, you know, of course we all remember him from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That song, Pure Imagination, really resonates with me, and I think when I listened to it for the first time in a couple of years when he passed away, that song Pure Imagination it just really, it gave me chills, it gave me goosebumps. I was like, wow, this is an amazing song. It's probably one of my favorite songs ever because it's just, the lyrics are just so wonderful. It's like Michael Jackson's Smile. That's what it reminds me of. Well, it's not, it's Charlie Chaplin's Smile, but Michael loved Charlie Chaplin's Smile, and to me, that is my Smile, that song. That song is just great. I love that song, Pure Imagination. Losing Alan Rickman this year has been crazy. Like, what the heck? Harry Potter is one of my favorite films of all time. I grew up watching that. My friend Olivia got me into it. I'll never forget it. And, you know, that was a huge part of my childhood. Even though Snape was a real grouch all the time, he had a really sad story. If you watch Harry Potter, you get what I'm talking about. And he had a really sad story, and I actually really loved Snape in the end, and he was really funny in his own way. He had like really dark humor. I liked it. Freddie's mom, losing Freddie's mom. I mean, honestly, I was like, wow, Freddie's mom is really, she is killing it. Like she's just never, she's gonna be one of those people that just never dies. Like, I was like, that is Freddie's mom. Like, she is resilient and she is a freaking diva and she's gonna pull through, you know. To lose her this year, like that was crazy, but you know, I feel like she died in a peaceful way and that, you know, she's with Freddie now and that just, they're together right now and that just makes me so happy. Like, I think that was like a death that was sad, but at the same time, like, I was really happy because I was like, she had a really long life and now she gets to be with her son Freddie and her husband, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Losing Prince was crazy too. I literally like just, I can't think of everyone. I literally like got done recording what all these people's names I was listing and I was like, I did not list Prince. I'm an idiot. Prince was a huge loss as well. I actually had not watched Purple Rain till about a year or two ago. And the first time I watched that, I was like, wow, wow, just wow. He can play literally every instrument. And his voice is amazing, and his stage presence is amazing, and he's such a beautiful person. And I was like, wow, I'm in love with him. He's great. Anyways, but a Michael Jackson Lifetime movie. Okay, first of all, did y'all see the Whitney Houston Lifetime movie? Mess. I'm sorry, but that was a mess. That was not a tribute to a legend. That was a tribute to someone decent. And Whitney is a legend and she deserved more than that. It just looked cheap. It looked cheap and I was very disappointed in it. I wasn't so much disappointed in the acting, just the sets and the atmosphere of the whole thing, and just it just was not, it was not big like it should have been because Whitney deserved more than that. And after seeing that and hearing that Michael might have a Lifetime movie, I was just like, excuse me. Like, they better get it right. We don't need a Lifetime movie, we just need a Michael movie, okay? Okay, usually I talk about 3 different topics on my Let's Talk videos, but I like totally just remembered this one and I have got to talk about it. Back when Hannah was here, we did a live stream. Me, her, and Caitlin. Caitlin decided to spend the night with me and Hannah one night, and so we did a live stream. Because, you know, all 3 of us together, there's no telling what the hell is gonna happen. Like, it's gonna get lit, and by lit I mean, you know, dancing around in mannequin heads. I would totally give out this person's Instagram name because she gave out mine, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want you guys to like comment on her stuff and be like, you know, screw you, you know, you suck. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to just forget about this and move on because it happened back in December. This person was a Weeknd fan account, and if you don't know who the Weeknd is, it's basically like the guy that sings the I Can't Feel My Face song. You guys probably know who that is. You guys are more up to date with the music than usually I am. Anyways, yeah, it was a Weeknd fan page, and she came on there and she was like, this live stream is so boring, like, I'm gonna leave. And I was not even there at the time. Like, I was in here editing a video and Caitlin and Hannah were in the bathroom because they were giving each other makeovers. And so they like were taking the makeup off and everything, and they saw that comment. And Hannah is like, we have the same type of humor. Like, sometimes we say stuff and like we don't realize that it may be like the slightest bit offensive, but we're just joking. Like, we aren't being serious. It's just a joke, you know what I mean? Like, it is not anything to get offended over. She said, all right, pineapple head ass. because of the Weeknd's hair, you know, it used to have like this thing out. It was a joke. Like, we all like the Weeknd. Like, I think we can all agree that, I mean, all three of us can get lit to the Weeknd. You know, me, Hannah, Caitlin, we can get lit to the Weeknd. We don't have anything against the Weeknd, you know what I'm saying? But his hair did kind of look like a pineapple from SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying? So she said pineapple head ass. And this woman, I don't know how old this girl is, but she went off on me. She was posting about me like 6 posts in a row. I wish I still had the screenshot. So sorry it's loud as crap. Jacob's playing The Sims! And we're watching Catfish, but Caitlin sent me the screenshots from this Weeknd fan page, so here they are. Basically put in just what she said, and it was hilarious. Now, some of it is offensive. Some of it is about Michael, and it's hella offensive, okay? And I'm not happy with that part. But the one part that was hilarious, I will go ahead and tell you guys. So she's going off on me and everything. She's like, this girl's friend called the Weeknd pineapple head ass. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. This woman said, he's our pineapple. She literally got offended that I called him pineapple head ass. Well, Hannah called him pineapple head ass, and then continued to say that he is our pineapple, meaning she didn't care if Hannah called her pineapple. She was gonna call him pineapple anyway, and yet she was still offended. I don't understand. But I just died. Like, it was like 3 in the morning when this shit was going down, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, right now, like, she is honestly trying to make me angry, and this is making me laugh. Like, so this has got to be some type of troll, because this is ridiculous. Like, no one attacks someone like this. Like, this is a joke or something. But anyways, for the offensive stuff she said she had been a Michael fan for 8 years, but she said that I stopped loving Michael. Like, I don't listen to him as much because the Weeknd is better, because, you know, he actually had to work for what he got, and Michael's father just kind of handed their success to him. I was like, okay, look, if Michael wasn't a legend, he would not have gotten as far as he did. I don't care who Michael's father was or what Michael's father did. Michael was a legend from the start, honey boo boo. She went on to say that at least, you know, Abel doesn't, which is Abel Rodney is the Weeknd's name, I think. I think that's his actual name. But his first name's Abel, right? His first name's Abel. She said, you know, Abel isn't weird around kids like Michael was. Like, Michael was inviting these like 12-year-olds and like molesting them. I was like, okay, whoa. You just said you were a fan of Michael for 8 years. That's a damn lie. How the hell are you gonna say you're a Michael Jackson fan and then say he did all that? You ain't seen one Living with Michael Jackson. You have not seen a single private movies from Michael Jackson. You have not watched a single Michael interview. You don't know Michael Jackson. 8 years, my ass. I am sorry, but that pissed me off. I mean, it was just so obvious that she was not a fan that I was like, this has got to be a troll. Like, this is a joke. This is a joke. Like, it was about to be Bad Girls Club up in there. I was very pissed off because she was talking about that and talking about how, you know, since Michael's gone, she can't be a fan anymore. Honey, that does not make sense. And just because Michael's gone, she said the ultimate reason why Abel was better than Michael was because Michael was gone. That has nothing to do with anything. That does not correlate. You are, I'm gonna stop talking about that because I'm really not angry at this girl. I just can't believe how ignorant she is. I'm not gonna give out her username, but you know, you might find it. If you do, don't send her death threats. Don't come for her. Honestly, I've let it go. Every time I talk about it, I either laugh or I start defending Michael. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!